Okay, hello everybody. So we are here to play Star Wars Rebellion in the tournament. This is my second game, and I've lost the first one. So we are here to play against Remedy. Just a moment. Yeah, so I've lost the first game, so I'm now on the lower bracket. And this round is best of one. So we'll see if I make it through or not. If I lose, then that means I'm out of the tournament. And if I win, that means we get to play on and potentially make it back through the lower bracket to the finals. Alright, so let's look at the map. Rebels start with Mon Calamari, we can oppose that, and Botwell, we cannot oppose that, and Naboo, we have guaranteed production of Star Destroyers from Corellia, and 8080s from Solast, that's great. Yeah, okay. So, let's place Star Destroyer and the Gozanti to Selikami, so that we can oppose Moncal. Let's place another bunch to Sulust, so we can make our way up to Itepo with some time, another bunch to Magito, so we contest the Dantooine Datomir region, and the Death Star goes to Coruscant to discourage the rebels from trying to score, threaten the core if they start with that objective. Just place an ATST to Coruscant because they cannot score the destroy 3 health worth of units, ground units that way, and it can actually dash out proportional the highest amount of damage. When it comes to just 2 health units, 3 ATSTs and 2 Stormtroopers to Solast, so it's a solid place. We can hit back to Corellia if they choose to attack and block Corellia. 8080 and ATST to Silkami, so we have enough ground forces to contest Mon Calamari, also 2 troopers there as well. We'll place a single trooper to Corellia just because we have to, and the same goes to Mandalore, and we'll place 6 troopers to Magito, so that's the weakest of our forces, but that's fine. We will reinforce them. Taking on 6 troopers is not the easiest. Well, it requires some commitment, at least from the rebels, so that's fine. So, distributing the TIE fighters evenly, other than next to the Death Star, which starts with 6 in this case. Yeah, so look at the probe map. We will definitely move to Mon Calamari on the first turn. We will definitely move to Naboo, block that too, and make our way to Itepo with some time on turn 2, likely. Okay, we don't start with any immediate action cards, that is. Yeah, they just placed 3 rebel troopers to Utapo, so they have basically guaranteed grabbing the Utapo loyalty. That's a very conservative opening from the rebels. That's fine, I wouldn't block it, even if they don't start. Oh shit, Imperial propaganda, okay. So that means we can actually take away that loyalty on the first turn. That's great, that's great. Yeah, they get temporary alliance. Well, at least they will have 1 Mon Calamari from that. one Moncala cruiser, but yeah, I think Imperial propaganda will be devastating. Because it will take away the loyalty on the first turn and take away that production. Okay, and yeah, with playing this card, they don't have anyone back to block it, so I'm tempted to play Gather Intel as well. Are we fine with taking only 2 moves? I think we are. We're just going to play Propaganda here. Yeah, Propaganda with Palpatine and Gather Intel with Tarkin. They will likely think that Gather Intel is R&D, and so they won't block on Corellia, but if they do, we can still block that sabotage with Vader. If they play, oh yeah, they played False Orders, that's fine. So at least we still have a mission to play. It would be a lot worse if they send back the only leader we would have had on a mission. So this way we can still go and get some cards, some probe cards. We will play that last. I want Remedy to think that it's R&D that we have there. Yeah. For some reason, this mod just doesn't work the way it should. Yeah, so this mod doesn't work many of the times in a way like there should be like a prompt telling me that I can check whether the base is on a planet after I moved there, and it doesn't do that sometimes. So, okay, what are we doing here? I think we're just moving the Star Destroyer, 2 ATSTs, Trooper, and TIE Fighter to Naboo. So that's contested. Yeah, so we couldn't play Imperial Propaganda. Sadly, but that just means they start with 2 Mon Calamaris. That's fine. I don't mind that all that much. Okay, so we get 2 probes. It's done to him, that's very nice. We don't have to check that later. And Rhodia. Well, Rhodia is not much of help, but yeah, just getting a few probes at the start of the game really helps with organizing movement. And we want to pick up an assault carrier from somewhere. Could be Ord Mantell, could be Toydaria. I think we move towards Botwow from through Toydaria from Salukami, so we threaten to get there next turn. Yes, and that's our turn. Oh shit, Planter Conquest and Ozil's action card. Well, I guess it's a lucky game for me. Bespin, Toydaria, yeah, not really useful probes, but whatever. What are we producing? We still don't know if they play the base deck or the expansion deck, so I will just get some tanks in case they play the expansion deck. I got some 5 strikers. That's about it. They recruited Obi-Wan. It's fine. It's not really threatening us in any way, really. Likely with the ability to move twice. Yeah, that's fine. So that's okay. We'll just play another ATST here, Soul Tank. They may be able to score the destroy 3 health worth of units there against us, and there's no problem with that. Yeah. All right. So we deployed. Okay, let's see. They now have 12 units in the base. So actually playing Gather Intel is even better now, but I would suspect they leave someone behind to oppose us. We'll play Tarkin's card here on the second turn, because it's less punishing if we play it in a turn where there's no production at the end of the turn. We want to go last when there's a production at the end of the turn. Subversion is also a really nice mission to draw in case we wanna go and oppose someone. So yeah, playing Tarkin's card, dropping Tarkin to Corellia, picking up a Star Destroyer and a TIE Striker. Okay. Do we want to play Imperial Propaganda this turn? No, I would rather play it on a turn where there's production at the end of the turn, so we can... Yeah, and it's not like they can score any loyalty-based missions based on the board this turn. Holding on to Planetary Conquest as well. Gather Intel. Leia will be staying back to block. Obi-Wan will attack on Naboo. So maybe a capture. Capture could be good. Capturing Motma is good. Yeah, and just hitting the action economy of the rebel players a little bit. I think is three moves enough? Like 1 move to Tapo, 1 move to Botwo, consolidate on Ord Mantell maybe. Well, most likely on, I don't know. We'll move to Mustafar. Where else? Yeah, I think we can play Collect Bounty. Yeah, just capture Motma, limit the efficiency they play. They play loyalty-based missions. Plus, if we capture Motma, that means Leia will be on... Yep, there is the attack, that's fine. I'm not sending a leader. Yep. So, yeah, so if we capture Motma, they will play Leia on a loyalty mission next turn. And, yeah, we definitely don't want to try and capture Obi-Wan. Or do we? Like, putting them 2 leaders down at this point. Fuck, I might. I might just give them an objective point. But then, what if it's not Obi-Wan's card? Yeah, no. I will hold on to the capture card. No. Let's just play this to deal the damage. Okay. Try to destroy the transport. Okay, there is enough damage there, even with the blocks going on to destroy the transport, that's fine. So, when it comes to these guys, I think we just use bombardment. Yeah, there is the 2 damage, that's fine, I don't really care. Sure, like they won't be able to destroy enough units to really hurt me here. They will likely score the objective that's about destroying 3 house worth of units. Yeah, just double tapping the ATST makes sense. And hopefully we can heal enough so that they are yeah, trying to make sure that they score the objective. Okay, that makes sense. Let's see what we roll. Not enough healing to really save us from them scoring crippling blow. That's fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah, they scored crippling blow. Fine, okay. So yeah, if we capture Motma, then Leia will be on a loyalty mission next turn, and so there will be no one left, or less likely that there will be someone left to oppose either Gather Intel or Imperial Propaganda, which I will likely play next turn, or I would like to play them next turn. So yeah, let's start by moving to Tapo with Taj. That means we also contest a sabotage there, if they choose to try and sabotage it. Okay, Sabo going to Naboo, that's fine. So let's move to Botwell. I'm still not sure which deck they play. I don't want them to be able to score the mission or play the mission that lets them deploy from the building pool. I don't know what the name of that mission is. I'm not really all that familiar with the expansion Rebel deck. I think it's just too swingy to be reliable. Okay, so one last move and one mission. We are waiting for Motma to be played. So where does the move go? Likely Alderaan. Yeah, so if we move to Alderaan, then next turn we have the option to cover both Ord or Kato, whichever they take. So yeah, next turn there will be no potential planets for the Empire or for the Rebels to gain units from if they don't do something, like if they don't attack. We'll leave a tie here, we'll deploy more ground units later to Coruscant. Okay, that's all our moves. I think Leia is back there to block, yeah, so yeah, there's the Kato loyalty. Okay. And then we just go and try to capture Motma. There's the Leia block. Let's go, Vader. Okay, yeah, that's definitely more than enough to capture Motma. Let's bring her to Alderaan. Okay. Pass. So we got the Monkal and Castle probes. Well, the Monkal is not useful, Castle is useful. Proceeding as planned. Well, like Janus's card is utter shit. So by exclusion we are left with the other card, but this is actually a good card. Just being able to reach for any of the project cards at any time is generally very useful. And there's Chewbacca on the other side, right? Yeah, oops. Yeah, Chewbacca, okay. Without the ring, so they can oppose any red mission later on, which is fine. I don't mind that. So where are we deploying the assault carrier? I would guess Sullust, so we can cover both Mustafar, Bespin, and Kato. Yeah. Just place the 8080 to Coruscant, just reinforce our presence there, and we might as well start building up the force for planetary conquest on Coruscant for later. And Stormtrooper goes to Utapo, or Alderaan, or let's do Sulust. Yeah, let's do Sulust. So we have enough ground presence there to move to two places. Okay. So likely they will leave Chewie behind to block any scary missions that are capture related, but we don't have any of those, so I don't care. No, Chewie is on a mission. Well, shit. I guess that may be a sabotage or a mission that destroys a Star Destroyer from the build quote. Is Leia left to block? If so, then they are in big trouble, because then their loyalty is pretty weak. Yeah, it's gonna be weak. We can block that. Okay, so this is an important turn. Yeah, Leia is back to block. And we got trade negotiations as well. That's great. That's great. Okay. So what do we do here? So 12 units on the rebel base. I wanna play Gather Intel. I wanna play Imperial Propaganda. I wanna play trade negotiations, maybe. Maybe R&D. Or just place Vader on Subversion and go up against Chewie. But that's possible too. And that leaves us with 2 moves. That's not ideal, but at the same time, is it enough? I think it's enough. The problem is if we play Vader on Subversion, then we don't have the 2 leaders to do both trade negotiations and propaganda. Where would I use trade negotiations? Mustafar, likely. We'll hold on to trade negotiations. It's fine to play it later. We'll play propaganda, we'll play gather intel. Yeah. If nothing else, we bait out Leia with gather intel, and then propaganda is unopposed. So that's good. So yeah. We are playing those. Are we playing Vader on Subversion? I think so. I wanna block whatever Chewie is on, and although that, no, that's still fine. Like, we would still move last because they have a captured leader. So we play Ozzel here and gather intel, propaganda with Papi, and Vader on Subversion, and 3 moves. So where do we move? Likely to Mustafar, definitely to Kato. And then 1 more move, likely Ord Mantell, but we'll see. Okay. Yes, there is an infiltration. Okay, I don't oppose that. Do we bait Leia right away? I mean, we might. We might bait Leia right away. Because she's there to block, that's for sure. Let's see if they do the deed. Okay, they don't block it. That's good. Drawing 3 probe cards. Okay, so there's Hot, there is Ilum, there is Naboo. Hot and Ilum being superb. There's a hit and run here. Okay. Shit. So that's the thing, I don't want to block that with Vader because then we block movement as well, but we have 2 ACs, so even with the hit and run, we are able to move towards Bespin or Mustafar later. And there is no more possible hit and runs being played, so that's fine. Also, this means they are playing the base deck. That's good to know. So we should do a movement here. Let's cover Kato with the Death Star. So that leaves the Silust forces free to move towards towards Mustafa or Magid or Bespin. We are bringing Watma with us. Bring an ATSD, bring the Death Star and 5 TIE Fighters and leave just a trooper. Yeah, this also means that we don't have to pay attention if we have, whether we have, what's that? Assault tanks or or troopers deployed, because they can destroy troopers easily. Interesting that they went for this sabotage on Sulust and not to Corellia. They know that we don't have R&D. That may be a mistake. I don't know. Like, they likely just played that so it's secure because Chewie is there to help. Yeah. Yeah, if they played Sabo on Corellia, we would have blocked that with Vader. So we likely will use Vader's block on fucking Dodona, or we just don't use it at all. That's also a possibility. Oh, Dodona is on loyalty. Yeah, we will block the Dodona loyalty with Vader. Yeah, that sounds nice. So 2 more moves. We definitely want to move first to... Yeah, let's cover Ord, and then this whole sector is free, and we can start marching upwards with the rest of the fleet from Megiddo. And Ord Mantle also gives us an assault carrier. Yeah, so let's go here. Nice. Okay, here comes the loyalty, or they just placed Leia first to try and secure the loyalty later. What the Leia is visiting. Okay, oh, that's a... Is that a rescue mission? They are not playing loyalty? Oh no, they are just playing Leia here to try and block whatever fancy missions we might have against the captured Motma, which is fine. We don't have any missions like that. So wanna hold on to propaganda. So let's make a move that will make them feel like they can score the loyalty anywhere without us being able to move there. Where do we move though? Where do we move? So we have like a pocket up here that we want to check. This will be checked, like, yeah, from here, likely from here and from... oops, let's make this more clear. So moving to Tatooine from Botvo, moving to Geonosis from Utapo, and then moving down to Rylot. Also, we can turn back towards this place and check it from there. We'll just send an assault carrier from one of these places and check Nalhata in the upcoming turns, and we'll start maybe moving up here and down here. That's nice. They are likely on Endor, to be honest, which is fine. The Death Star is on its way towards it. Yeah. Okay. So do we want to go to Datomir or consolidate on Mandalore? I think we move to Datomir. Fuck it. Like, if they are on Datomir, then at least they cannot deploy the forces, the ships that they have on the build crew. Okay, they are not on Datomir. Okay, so they will go play loyalty now. Sure enough, we are blocking it with Vader. Good, so that's 3 against 1. Okay, they actually scored 2 points. Come on, Vader, don't, what the... Okay, yeah, alright, blocked. And so we have Palpatine, and yeah, so I think we just take away the 2 loyalties from Naboo. It's not like it helps or denies any production, but it makes scoring loyalty-based objectives way harder later on. Okay, and yeah, I think that's it. Okay, yeah, they do have cut supply lines, but they are scoring objectives, if anything, so that's something for them. Oh, interrogation droid. We actually get some some missions against... Whoops. Against captured leaders. Scored Yavin and Ord, that's very nice. We don't have to worry about Yavin, so really Felucia is the only thing on the left side of the board that we have to worry about. Boba. Are we taking Boba? I would take Boba with the other card, because then they can block with Chewie the Planetary Conquest. I would like to play Planetary Conquest on Endor, that would be nice. Or do we just take Yularen for the mission? That's actually a good question. Hmm. I don't know. It's a tough question. It would be nice to have Boba to... Yeah, let's do Boba Fett. Let's do Boba Fett. Like, I don't think that... Yeah, they have Akbar. Okay. So I don't think that having Yularen succeed in this mission would help us all that much. They are likely on Endor at this point, so... yeah, just take a few more strikers and an assault tank. Take a shield bunker under the Death Star and build. Okay, so it's turn 4 now. I'm feeling confident about this match. Seems alright. I don't think we'll play Gather Intel again now. So Gather Intel is very useful when you didn't move a lot before, because then any probe draws will help you. Now, a lot of the places we could draw, we already moved to, so it's less useful in that sense. Plus, we already have less probes to draw, so that helps too in a way. Okay, just the 2 Mon Calamari cruisers to the base. Okay. This goes here. I will take a short break. Just a short break, and I'll be back in a moment. Right, I'm back. So, the way I see it, we check Felicia this turn, we check Nahata this turn, we try to check this Rylot corner. Likely they are on Endor. So we want to move towards Endor. The best way to do so now is sadly from Kato, like that. Let's reinforce that. Yes, let's place a trooper and an ATST on Coruscant, so we have a good base for Planetary Conquest later on. Place this guy here with a striker, so we can move to Felucia this turn. Place an assault tank here. Or here? Yeah, maybe on top of, yeah, and a striker here. Okay. Seems good. Now, sadly, yeah, we won't have the option to check both Tatooine and Nahata this turn. Okay. K2. What the hell? Yeah, okay, it's just some glitch in the matrix. Okay, so Admar is back, potentially to attack from the base, so maybe they are not on Endor, maybe they are somewhere else and we are next to them, that's possible. And they have a lot of missions. So Chewie is not back, so we are playing Planetary Conquest for sure. Trying to get that out before there's a problem later on about that. We'll try to get trade negotiations to Bespin in case they are on Endor. Or I don't know, maybe to Mustafar. So, like, yeah, we'll likely pay this on either Mustafar or Bespin. Yeah. R&D to remove a sabotage from Sulust or from elsewhere. Do we need proceeding as planned for something? I don't think so. We might still go and try to get a laser later on. We could play like a free gather intel, that would be fun. Lots of cards to draw. Probes, that is. Only 3 probes. Nah, it doesn't worth it at this point. I would rather take the movement. Loyalty, I don't care. Capture, I don't care. I'm not going to play interrogation droid. Yeah, and I think that's good. We are just playing 3 missions. So Boba on Planetary Conquest, trade negotiations with Palpi, and R&D with. Let's do it with Ozol, so Ozol is safe from any sort of ambushes. Okay, and the rest of the team is staying behind to move. Okay, there's Chewie with demolition. Sure. They can take away a few Star Destroyers and stuff. I don't care. Okay, and so that means Chewie is not on subversion, so Planetary Conquest likely goes through. Let's do that. Let's Planetary Conquest on Endor. Okay, I'm gonna go and bring all these ground forces. Okay, they are not on Endor. That's a relief, actually. That's a big relief, because it would have been a pain in the ass to walk down to this corner of the map. Okay, yeah, infiltration. Okay, so we might wanna go trade negotiations to Rylot, check that corner without having to move there. Because everything else is in movement distance, so to speak. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do Palpatine on Rylot. Okay, they are likely on Rylot if they try to block that. We'll see. Although I've been wrong about Endor before. Okay. Yeah, there's the fleet on Rylot. Fine. Yeah, they are doing a Incite Rebellion on Mandalore. It's fine. They will likely score Liberation here. I'm just going to play something that I won't need later. I would usually play target the generator, but I'm might actually need that now that I have the base. Maybe they get the base defense is up, so that's useful to keep. Let's just try to block a few hits. Maybe we take some of those guys with us. Yeah. You go on. Okay, we roll. Oh, there's a critical. Nice. We kill one of the guys. So, liberation? Yes, liberation. Okay. Yeah, sure. Okay. So... Okay, now that we found the base, what the fuck do we do? What do we do? Well, we still need to cover some of these places so they don't relocate successfully later on. Are we going to approach the base though? Like, they can deploy a bunch of stuff later. Well, they can't get loyalty. Like, they can take away our loyalty, but they can't get their loyalty up, so they won't be able to actually... they won't be able to deploy the Nebulons. So that's good. That's really good. And we have Ozil, and this fleet is logged, so what I'm thinking is we move to Tatooine from Botwo, we move to Geonosis from Utapau, and next turn we attack with Ozil. Yeah, so that's gonna be 2 of our moves. We have 2 other moves left. I would say we... What else do we do? Like, let's map this out. So this goes here, this goes... Oopsie. This goes here. I would want to get to Mustafar from here. Yeah, just have the option to block Dagobah next turn, and also block any loyalty on Bespin or Mustafar from Mustafar. Yeah. We might wanna move these guys to Mandalore. Yeah, because if they do a loyalty on Mandalore, then they can start deploying the Nebulons there, reinforce those troops. So yeah, let's do that. Let's take back Mandalore. Just the Star Destroyer and 3 of these troopers. We leave the TIE Fighter, we move the carrier as well, and 1 of these troopers, and we leave the TIE Fighter and the trooper on Ord. Okay, so it's a 4v1. I don't think they will play the support of like that their trooper card. If they do, then I'm happy about it. Let's just see what they play and react. Yeah, they didn't play that, so we just cancel healing. Let's roll it. Okay, re-rolling 1. Yeah, okay. We cancel healing, so both these troopers go away. We lose 2 troops, fine. Whatever. Still have the planet subjugated. Whoa. Why didn't delete these guys? Okay. So let's see. Maybe they are on... I wouldn't be surprised if Recon was on... Was that Rapid? No, it's Sabotage. Yeah, sabotaging Geonosis. We are moving to turn 5, so we won't have any production. At the end of this turn, we could only deploy TIE Strikers, which we already... yeah, TIE Striker and an Assault Carrier. Do we oppose that? I think we do, and that leaves us with the 2 movements. Yeah, we just skip on the move to Mustafar. Yeah, alright. Okay, they rolled a blank, so that's opposed. I'm gonna do R&D here on Celeste, then remove this sabotage marker, draw a card, or project card. Oh, that's nice, oversee project is nice. It's a very unique effect, not found in any other missions in the base deck of the Imperials. Let's see what Obi-Wan is on. So what we do now is just the two moves to Tatooine and Geonosis, and then we can reinforce Geonosis. Yeah, that's the loyalty, sure. We are not going to oppose that. Is there a chance that we win next turn? There is. Is that chance good? It is not. Like, they still have a substantial force on Rylot. So there is that. Also, since we are attacking from both Tatooine and Rylot, actually leave just the TIE fighter here. So because of that, there is no way they can escape. Like, they are surrounded in that corner next turn, so that's good. Like, they won't have the ability to bail out of the fight with, like, with some of the units they wouldn't need to win, basically. Okay, draw Tatooine, draw Master. Okay. Last recruit. We're just picking Piat because we already have Churchill. Here is Ozzo's mission. That's also very nice. Do we have... Yeah, we exactly have 10 cards, so we don't have to discard. Okay, okay. So yeah, we'll be moving here. Oops. Yeah, they have Land. Oh, fuck. They have Lando. Come on, man. Really now? Really now? Whatever. We can still take on the ships, if nothing else, because if they have Lando with Lando's card, then that's gonna be a problem. I don't like that. Okay. Deployed. Let's see if they have Lando's card. If they do, they can send away the two ATSTs from Geonosis, and that's going to be a problem because then we might not have enough. We definitely don't have enough land forces then to go and destroy the base, except if we get like ridiculously lucky, which I don't count on, knowing the dice. Okay. These two Nebulons are kind of a pain in my opinion now. They are on Nahata, they can liberate Botwo. I don't like that. I really don't. Let's just hope that they don't have Lando's card by some act of miracle. And then we can also... But I think they do have it. So where could they move if they move the base, which they will want to at this point? They can still move it to this side of the map. We want to cover that from Celeste. They can move to Kashyyyk and Nahata. Nahata would be the logical place to move to if they can draw it from the probe deck. And Felucia, we cover Felucia this turn. And we can cover Kashyyyk. No Lando. Oh boy. Well, okay. In that case. Yeah. So we're bringing... Are we bringing everything or are we bringing just enough? I think we bring everything. Worst case scenario, we retreat to Genosis. Yeah. We bring everything. Okay. So they did not bring Akbar. Oh god, they got really unlucky with action cards. That means Akbar is with the action card that, like, removes a health point from... removes a health point from units. Yeah, they got really unlucky. Like, this means that they have Obi-Wan with okay, yeah. So Obi-Wan is with the capture action card. Like, if Obi-Wan gets captured, they gain an objective. So yeah. They have that, and then Lando is with his action card that... no, then Lando is with the double move of action card that is shared with Obi-Wan. So yeah, not the best roll, a horrendously bad roll to be honest, but fine. I would rather just take on the fighters so that he can't utilize like different types of healing. Yeah, just go and try to... They played the X-Wing card, yeah. Try to get rid of the Y-Wings before the Y-Wing card could be played. Yeah. Oh, and one more. So, yeah, like that. Just take out the fighters. If we can. Yeah, they have one healing, that's sad, but whatever. They cannot take out a Star Destroyer. That's the important thing. Like, they only have 3 red damage, potentially red. So they will likely take out... Oh, yeah, they can reroll through. Well, let's hope they don't get any critical hits. Okay, they don't. So they take out the assault carrier, yeah, and deal 1 damage to one of these guys. Sure, okay. Ground. Ground. Okay, so it's going to either play the airspeeder card, or if he's smart, he's playing the card that lets him play another card, so he can react. Let's hope that he is not smart, and we flip the combat order, and he's just stuck with the damage. Yeah, okay, that was a mistake on his part. So we go last, so there's no healing for him. Okay. Oh yeah, look at all those sabers. Useless now. Okay, I mean, like, I don't want to trash talk Remedy. He's a good player. And yeah, it's 3 damage on the ATST. Okay. Alright, let's reroll the red dice. Hope for a hit. Or a crit. That's good. So, taking out a speeder. And another speeder. And these are all troopers, so it doesn't matter which one I take out. This one and heal our trooper. Okay. Do we stay? I'm not sure if we stay. I'm honestly not sure. But well, I mean, they play there. They can play the Y-Wing card. Oh fuck! Do we stay? I'm not sure. I mean, they play the escort card. They can't block any more hits. They are playing the vibing card. They are playing the vibing card. They wouldn't play the flip the order card because, or they play the Corellian Corvette card that just straight up blocks stuff. I might just try to cancel healing. I think they will block our... No, I think they are greedy. They want to play the vibing card. This is the last chance for them to play that. Let's flip the order. Yeah, there's the vibing card. Okay. Okay, so he goes first. Yeah. Oh, well, fuck. That's a lot of damage. But at least those are blanks. So he has the potential to kill everything, but we have the potential to heal. So here's hoping that we will heal. Yeah. Okay. Come on. Give me a good roll also. Okay, well, we can heal at least once. Let's hope we can heal twice. Oh, we can. Oh, that's not looking good for the Imperials. We take out this, and we take out the Corvette, and we damage one of these. I will likely retreat now, to be honest. I'm not going to beat the two Mon Calamars with two Star Destroyers that are about to be utterly destroyed. What I wanna try to do, is kill every land unit they have. So that means destroying, yeah, they flip the order back, destroying this speeder, and hopefully the other two troops. So now they flip the order back, that's okay. Let's reroll this, maybe we get a hit. We don't, so there will be at least one trooper surviving this round of combat. Okay, let's see if they can deal with the ATST. They cannot. So they are now fixed with Lando. We know that they don't have the card for it. They will... Oh, they are they out of damage cards? Yeah, they are out of damage cards, so they have to roll a crit. They will just play the Uving card, so I cannot heal. I think we take our chances. Like, they don't have damage cards. It's a 1 in 6 chance. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there's a Uving card. So we just deal a damage. Okay. You first. Alright, so this is a very dead trooper, that's good. Let's just hope they don't get a crit. They do not get a... well, they have a reroll. Okay, no crits. Okay, this is great. This means we have the Rebel base blockaded with the ATST. Even if they get a bunch of loyalty here, they cannot get rid of the ATST easily. So that means that they can deploy. This is a problem, the Nebulons are a problem, but like, okay, whatever. We're definitely playing the loyalty, trying to get the loyalty on Genesis. We'll play Oversea Project, so we can... Oh, shit. We don't have any... Like, what I would do is... What I want to do is deploy a ground unit to Genesis so that it's subjugated, even if they get a loyalty there. The problem with that is that I don't have any ground units. Oh, what I can do... Oh, okay, that's great. So what we'll do is play Proceeding as Planned, pick... where are you? Pick this, Construct Factory. So what they will do is they will go grab a loyalty on Genesis and sabotage it. And what we'll do is remove the sabotage with this, place an 80-80 on the build core, then deploy that 80-80 in the same turn to Genesis, thus subjugating the planet, so we can deploy the other stuff we have there at the end of the turn. That's the plan. Okay, what else are we doing? We need to move one move here. They don't have any fighters, so the Death Star is safe. 1, 2, 3, yeah. Yeah. Do we have... We might go for a very cheeky intercept transmission play. No, that wouldn't... Like, let's do that next turn, because I want to combo that with also. Let's do Discredit Rebellion. Like, they might just lose an objective point if I play that. And let's have R&D in case we wanna remove another sabotage. I'm not sure if we have enough logistics guys to pull this off. Like, we're definitely playing this. Definitely playing this one, because that's the one we pulled from the project deck. Let's play Discredit Rebellion and don't... Yeah, I'm skipping on R&D then. Are we playing Boba Fett on the Rebel base? Sadly, it does not stop them from doing rapid mobilization. But, like, what could they attempt there? I don't know. Or just try to block with Boba. Chewie is on a sabotage, likely. Yeah. What could they play that I want to oppose with Boba? I'd rather hold on to Boba to oppose whatever they throw at me. Like, there is maybe Rogue Squadron or whatever it is called. Rogue Squadron Raid. I would like to oppose that, for example, if they play that. Covert. Okay. Okay. So I'm just gonna do and try to do this. I opposing Palpatine. Okay. Oof. We did get the loyalty. So that means, yeah, they are in trouble. But they can move the fleet now, because, yeah, Lando is not locking the fleet, and they can with Dodona, so that may be a problem. Yeah, I would guess so, yeah. Actually, maybe worse than us not getting the loyalty and them not being able to move. So what do we do here? At least we are defending, so that's good. We also have Palpatine here. Yeah, there's a point blank assault, okay. But they cannot really... The thing is, they cannot really block hits. They played all the blocking cards. Um, I think we just try to deal as much damage as we can. Yeah, flipping the order. I should have seen that coming. Okay. Let's reroll some of these. Okay, so 4 hits. Are we just going to overkill that one Star Destroyer? Yeah, we're gonna do that. It's better to definitely kill one than to kill one and potentially damage the other. Yeah, there are all the heals. I'm glad that I chose to do so. Hopefully they don't get another heal and save that Mon Calamari. This is a pickle now, because like they either wanna go and roll for heals or they wanna go and roll for hits. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, they don't have enough to heal it up. Yeah, point blank assault kills it. That backfired horribly for him. So now I guess he retreats. Yeah, because next turn we would just play intercept and ignore that we are going last and deny the healing. I think this might be game. Looks very bad for them. Okay, so I'm a bit worried that okay. That they will move to Bothwell. They will definitely do so. So let's start threatening Bothwell. Yeah, with the Death Star, in case they move there next turn. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we want to get close to Nahata and Bothwell because those are the potential problem places. Yeah, okay. So there's a rescue going against... you have to roll. Yeah. Okay, they rolled. I go and grab Leia with Vader's action card. Where the hell it is? Here, okay. Okay. Let's see if they remove all sabotages or try to roll for it. Okay, they don't. They remove the sabotages. That's neat. I like that. And then they play sabotage, I guess, now that this is played. Oh, wow. I'll lead the strike team. Okay, so there's no forces to lead the strike team with, so that just means they wanna go and place a sabotage with Recon. That's fine. I'm gonna just place Boba Fett here, so he's here to oppose the sabotage incoming. Yeah. So they have like what, 5 to roll with, and I have 3. But we can remove it with the project card that I picked, so that's fine. Doesn't really matter. Okay, sure. Yeah, alright. So we'll play this, construct factory, remove this from here, place an 80-80 on the build core, place, what's that? Yeah, fighter. TIE fighter. Okay. And he has no more moves, so the Nebulans did not move, and he didn't play Rapid. So he's having a problem here. Yeah, we'll just oversee project here. Since we have the ground and we don't need the place to be subjugated, I'm just going to go and place the Star Destroyer here. Yeah. And then we have one last move with Piet. Where do we move with Piet? I think we consolidate over Seleucami. Yeah, like this. Also move from Montgomery. So we can cover Castle, we can cover Felucia. We can move towards Nahata if they manage to relocate the base there. We can also cover Kashyyyk from there. Okay. But this is likely going to end next turn. This was a fast game. Short and sweet. So Kashyyyk and Felucia. Like, yeah. Okay. I think we build a shield bunker. Do we have the shield bunker card? We don't. No, then we'll just play the ATSD. Okay. Oh, we drew carbon freezing and retrieve the plans, so yeah, we can make Leia suffer next turn. They can only deploy to Nahata. I'm gonna drop 2 troopers to Coruscant because, I mean, even though it's unlikely, should still do that. We still have the Swarm Tactics card, so might as well place a TIE Fighter here. So we can play that card against the single Monkal left. Yeah, just reinforce some of the places that are left here. Okay. And I don't even know. This is not looking good for Remedy. Okay, deployed. So we like to play Boba Fett's action card on Master this turn, so Leia cannot get rescued, and then play Carbon Freeze or Retrieve the Plans. Yeah, that's a rapid mobilization, trying to escape, but it's gonna be too late at this point, I think. Yeah. So... Okay, Boba Fett where? Boba Fett on Master. Okay, no missions there. 10 probe cards left in the deck. I'm tempted to just go and get intercept transmission done with Palpatine, and then draw the rest of the probe deck with Ozzel. If we don't win somehow in like the first turn, and just do a carbon freeze with Vader, and then we attack with Piet on the first possible turn to get to Rylot and we likely win the game then. Okay, ready. They will have to attack, like, or they try to defend, but like, I don't see how this, yeah, how this ends well for the rebellion at this point. Yeah, Piet is going to attack. Okay, keep them from escaping, which is just here to hurt. It doesn't really change anything. Let's play Swarm Tactics. Yeah. And that seems like a good enough roll, I think. I mean, there's a chance they can save it. It's only 5 hits. If they roll 2 saves. 1 save, yeah, that's it. So yeah, that's the end of the game. We found the base, we destroyed those pesky rebels. And we won the day as the Imperials. Yeah. Yeah, Seize Control would have been scored on both WoW. Raid Imperial Factory is great, that also could have been scored. Threaten the Core, I guess this is what they started with. And Uprise or Death Star plans. I don't think they had a chance after we killed the fighters. Actually, not bad objective cards. Like Major Victory and Uprising potentially can be scored. Decisive Victory, also a good one at the late game. What else did they have? Yeah, Rookie Guardian and Independent. Oh, they had Independent? Good objectives, but I shit myself. I don't understand why they didn't play Independent Operation over Genosis. Yeah, he guessed that he has enough to repel. Yeah, it was a greedy play. Yeah. Because if they send the 2 ATSTs back, then the AT-AT and the Trooper is not enough to clear the base for sure. And then, yeah, and then at least they are holding on to the ground, which I don't know if it would have saved them, but like it would have been a better position at least than it was this way. Yeah. Counter on Geo with just one could be successful. What do you mean? Yeah. Okay, so this means Remedy's out of the tournament, I think. And we are still in. So I think, yeah, he made some greedy plays, but overall it was a solid play. We also got very lucky with the missions we drew. And in spite of that, he played it well. Yeah, some greedy mistakes here and there. But like, so the thing with Rebellion is like, you don't have to like make a gajillion ton of mistakes to lose the game. Just if you're up against like a decent opponent, a few mistakes are enough to put you behind, and that is enough to lose you the game. And so I think that Remedy played most of the game in a very solid way. Like I think played well, but it makes some mistakes, and that just bites you back. In this case, loses you the game. Yeah, but I was a bit afraid because he's a good player, and he definitely did beat me a few times, quite a few times before when we just played casually. So yeah, that also means that I get to go on through the lower brackets and hopefully end up in the finals. I don't know. We'll see. I think the next match against, I don't know who I will be up against. That depends on who wins in another matchup. So I couldn't even know. But I'll check on that, and likely we'll play like a week from now, most likely. So I'm not sure if I will record that match. I guess I could. It was fun to talk through my options here. It was a bit distracting. I'm like obviously not used to streaming board games while I'm playing them. So I had to focus on what the hell I'm saying by playing the game. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed it, and I don't know if you want to see the rest of the tournament, then you can say so in the comments, because this will be uploaded to YouTube later on. So yeah, you can tell me if you want to watch this sort of content from this tournament. And yeah, have a good one, everybody.